How to be humble. Oh, this is interesting. So we're gonna read this together. This is just the first time I saw this. I was just browsing through the pages to see what kind of topic would I discuss tonight. And you can always check the time there or there. Here. What date is it? What time? There's no secrets, right? Okay, how to be humble. Wow. When I renewed my license at the Philippine Regulatory Commission as a professional teacher. So my schedule of appointment is 4 p.m. So I went there around 2 p.m. Afternoon, Philippine time. And the guard said, you cannot come in. But there were only two people on the line. And then I went back at 3 o'clock, you can come in. There was only two people on the line. So the whole 4 hours, nobody was working but serving just two people per hour. I mean, my schedule is 4 p.m. And you know what? It only took 30 seconds to complete the process. I mean, yeah, he was following rules because my appointment is 4 p.m., but there's nobody there. But everybody in the office will just sit down and do nothing. And this guard is like not using common sense. Like there's nobody in line. It only take 30 seconds to complete the process. 30 seconds, not even 1 minute. And yet he says, wait till 4 p.m. The guard is wrong, definitely. I'm sure because the last time I renewed or I applied for a license, my time was 11 p.m. There was no guard there, security guard. And I went in and there was nobody online. And then the people in the offices processed my application. They didn't say go back at 11. No. So the guard is wrong because common sense. The reason why they're scheduled if it's crowded. But there was nobody there. Two people processing 30 seconds each. So after that 59 minutes, nobody was doing anything. Wow. But I did not fight with the guard because, yeah, it makes sense. It's 4 p.m. You just need a little common sense. And not all people have that. So I said, okay, keep quiet. I prayed to God and said, Lord, don't let me fight with this guard, just let it be. I will wait here for 4 hours. It's my fault. I came in early. I mean, that's me. I always come in early. I'm never late for work unless I'm sick. I'm never absent unless I'm in the hospital. And every time I have schedule, I'm always early. I don't know. It's habit, right? It's not a waste of time. It's the professionalism, and time is valuable for me. So is that a sign of humbleness? Like you don't argue with people, you just let it go. Let's see. Instead of saying I can make myself important, practice humility by, yeah. Imagine I am important, I should be first, I am important, I should be the priority. I have more education, so keep quiet, okay? I can make myself important, practice humility by believing your word comes from the Lord. James 4:10. Yeah. You don't have to brag about it. You don't have to tell people, I'm intelligent than you. I'm smarter than you. That's not important. It's not who's smarter. There's always a person, a human being above us. Always. We are never on top. Physically, financially, and everything, we think we're great, but there's always that one person who will beat you. There's always that. It's the course of nature. And there's always that one time you'll always lose or be beaten by somebody. It's always that way. Why? Because that's human nature. But with God, it doesn't matter if you're second place, you're worth it, worth dying for. Believe your worth comes from the Lord, not from validation from humanity. Although we need that because we want to get promotion, but we have to do it in a holy way. Holy way. You are a Christian. Let's realign. Instead of saying, I can do it on my own, practice humility by recognizing when to accept help. Psalm 75. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs to be in their life a follower, an assistant, not always a leader. Everybody should follow rules. A while ago, I was asking or telling people there are a lot of people who really follow the rules. And sometimes you can do it your own faster. Yeah, you can do it. Why not? Depends on the situation. But in terms of like, you're going to fail without network, then recognize that we all need help one way or the other. Instead of saying, I know everything, practice humility by humbling yourself with childlike faith. Matthew 18:14. Yeah, I don't need to explain this why. Even Einstein do not know everything. I think Einstein don't believe in God, so he doesn't know things about God. You see, maybe he knows things about a specific field in mathematics, but he doesn't know all the math. Believe me. There is this historical uh, information that Einstein used to fail in mathematics and everything, but he was able to crack a code, A equals MC squared. So he doesn't know everything. Only God knows everything. So always remember that. Instead of saying I deserve it, practice humility. Considering the interest of others. Ah, that's true. Now, here's the thing. I deserve that management position. And how are you going to achieve that? Okay? You know, are you going to cheat your way? I remember this time when I was working for the Japanese. It's an English secondary language teaching. So this Christmas party, this I got really disappointed. That Christmas party, they did a raffle draw, and the final draw is this big screen TV. I think it's 55 inches. Don't worry, I can buy that, but I won't buy it. But during that time, wow, what's that? But I have four TVs at home, so it's nothing. But so there's this raffle. They got this raffle coupon, and then this Japanese saw this name. He opened it in front of us, and he said, "Let's get another one." Wow, that's the grand prize, huh? He saw the name, but he opted to get another one. Then he got another one. Then he looked at it, and he was satisfied with what he saw. Then he say, "Okay, you choose." Imagine that. I already won. I'm sorry. This first person won the raffle, but that Japanese did not like it, so he picked another one. So you think Japanese are disciplined? No, believe me. That's just one they want to project the world, but no, it's crazy there. Try to Google or YouTube it. So he asked so that the responsibility will not be his. He told the audience left or right, but he saw the names. The first one already got the prize, but he did not like it because he saw it. He got the other one, he liked it. Then he said, "Okay, you choose." So they choose this second one, and it was my seatmate. The first one was me. Imagine how would you feel? You already won, but the Japanese did not like you winning. They don't know me because I was in the company. They knew that girl because they always go to that girl station and flirt with the girl. I'm sorry, but this is true. So I said, wow, this is cheating. I resigned because I cannot work with evil people. But it made me happy in the end. You know why? I heard that girl that seated to me. That girl is kind. It's not her fault. It's the fault of the dishonest Japanese boss. And you say Japanese are disciplined? Oh, come on. Filipinos are far more disciplined. And then, the lady that once said, I was dreaming of having a TV at home. I do not have a TV. Imagine that. I deserve that win because it was my raffle that was pulled out, but God let it happen because He saw that person. I have four television stations at home. Four. One, two, three. No, three. Three. Yeah, three. Only three, sorry. One, two, three. Yeah, three TVs. They're just 45 inches, not that big. And I have a bunch of computer screens, maybe five laptops, and desktop, three desktop. Yeah, so a lot of gadgets. Cell phones, probably less than 10 at home. So really, I was bad because I didn't win, but God has a purpose. He opened my mind. But I still resigned because I don't want to be around with evil bosses. And he let me hear the woman's cry. I was hoping I could win because it's gonna be the first TV at home, and it's gonna be a gift for my mom. Who would not like that? Who I would like that. I mean, the way she won is not her fault. It's the fault of the evil Japanese. I have to say Japanese because it's a Japanese company, not discriminating or not a racist. No, because the expectation is high because they say they're disciplined. That's why I was disappointed. But I resigned eventually because the salary is just barely like $200 a month. Yeah, but I needed teaching experience, so I just stayed there for a couple of months and got a good job after. So that's the story. I deserve it, but considering the interest of others, Philippines 2:3, that lady deserves it more. She doesn't have TV at home. I have three, you see. So how sinful could I be if I force the issue and say, God, why did you get why did you allow this? Imagine how selfish could I be. Yeah, I want the TV, but how selfish could I be? How evil could I be pretending to be a Christian when that other person needs it more? Then it made me happy. But I still tell the story because we do not do that. We want fairness. I was a boss decades, and I always make sure that I did honestly. That's why if you're my leader, you're my boss, be careful. You cannot be an evil boss because I will be disappointed. Because when I was supervisor, a manager, honest to goodness. So consider the interest of others. Make sure you say, oh, that's the last one. So my dear friends, don't forget, okay, how to be humble. Have a nice, wonderful evening.